Sometimes I believe, at times I'm rational. I can fly high, I can go low. Today I got a million, tomorrow I don't know. Decisions as I go, to anywhere I flow. Sometimes I believe, at times I'm rational. I can fly high, I can go low. Today I got a million, tomorrow I don't know.
Fine.
get to hear me now. Know you get stronger when you get older. Just don't show your shoulders when you get older. The things aren't easy, so just believe me now. If you don't keep it cool now, you never make a sound. All the lights will guide the way. If you get to hear me now, all the fears will fade away. If you get to hear me now. If you get to hear me now. If you get to hear me now. Speak out your mind now. Get to hear me now. If you get to hear. Why are you keeping me at a distance? All I'm asking for is forgiveness. Are you even listening? Am I talking to myself again? I keep on staring up at the ceiling, waiting for you to give me some kind of reason. Are you even listening? Am I talking to myself again? And I know you don't owe me your love, and I know that you don't owe me nothing at all. Ain't no way I'm giving up on you. Don't leave me here in the dark where it's hard to see. Show me your heart, shed a light on me. If you love me, say so. If you love me, say so. You never answer. I try to talk, you keep on dancing. I can feel you on my skin, but am I only dancing without a wind? And I know you don't owe me your love, and I know that you don't owe me nothing at all. Ain't no way I'm giving up on you. Don't leave me here. It's hard to see. Show me your heart, shed a light on me. If you love me, say so. If you love me, say so. If you love me, say something. You know I can't live without you. I'm on my knees. Where are you now? Shed a light on me. If you love me, say so. If you love me, say so. Shed a light. Shed a light. I need somebody to hear, somebody to know, somebody to have, somebody to hold. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you know the pain, know the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you this time I feel there's no one to turn to. This all and nothing way of loving, go be sleeping without you. I need somebody to know, somebody to hear, somebody to have, just to know how it feels. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you help me escape. Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you
I love TRADECASTer.
Happy Saturday, everybody. Just a friendly reminder. Over the past 12 months, how much money did you make day trading using your strategy? $551,000.
That kind of money, it's like you know what you're doing.
Sean knows his stuff.
So this is exactly how I did it.
Perfect.
I want everyone to go trade. Go! Let's go! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Anything else?
It wasn't pleasant. That was during lunch hours.
Take some pictures.
Now we're up $1,200! We got some action right here. $2,000, $760. If I tell you how I was able to do this, go out and make that money, you make a killing. Can we start getting ourselves in the green somehow? Get it, people! A bot sell man making HUDI $1,000. Ollie with a $327 trade. Boom, guys. $989 profit. $2,600. Oh, baby! Oh, baby! Oh, baby! You guys want to see something good today? We're bringing something good to the house. Let's get ready to get after it. Let's get ready to do what we do best. It's game time. It's our time. Traders, welcome back. Happy Wednesday to absolutely everybody. I hope everyone is fired up on this day. I hope you guys are feeling absolutely terrific. Let me tell you right now, it is every single day an absolutely incredible morning when you wake up on a $10,000 Tempur-Pedic mattress. And let me just throw that out there. When you are sleeping on the fluffiest of feathers that were shipped on down from Arctic wolf sheepskin, you know that you are getting a good night's rest. I feel nothing but the comfort of, again, 10,000 little swoven little needles right into my back every single day. It just feels fantastic. Traders, let's get ready for a big day ahead. People say, Dek, do you drink coffee in the mornings? I say I never tasted coffee in my life. That is a true fun fact. My little fun fact back in high school, or when you went around the class and you said you're 2 truths and a lie, I would say I've never drank coffee. And people wouldn't believe me, but that is a little fun fact. Now, I know some of you guys might say, Dek, what kind of school did you go to that you stand around the chat and you say, hey, what are your 2 truths and a lie? Hey, you know what? Maybe I didn't go to the best school in the world. Maybe I didn't. But you know what? I'm fired up on this day. And that's all I could say. I got enthusiasm running through me at this moment. I got energy running through me at this moment. I got electricity going through me at this moment. We're going to keep the electricity flowing, making sure everyone's all ready to rock. And we got to talk about today. Now, you might be saying, Dek, why are you so excited about today? Why are you so pumped up about today? What it really comes on down to is today is the day that I think we are going to see this market make its decision. I cannot say exactly what's going to be happening, but I will say I do think that this market is going to make its decision here today. So let's talk about why I think this, what's going on here. What we have is the S&P 500. The S&P 500, you guys know it. We've talked about it. It's one of it's our favorite person to go ahead and look at. It's our favorite gal. It's our hubby right here. It's Bubba's. Hey, Bubbas, we got S&P 500. What it really comes on down to is that we have been sitting inside this channel for the last 4 months. Since 2024 has started, we have just been sitting inside this channel, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Top resistance, bottom support, top resistance, bottom support, top resistance, bottom support. And all you had to do for the last 4 months straight is just play within this channel. If you're inside this channel, you stay bullish. If you're at the very tippity top, you can do a put contract, or anywhere near a bottom, do a call contract. Well, today, what are you guys realizing? Today, what are you guys noticing? Well, it's interesting because we are underneath the channel here. And being underneath the channel, is that now going to trigger stop losses? Is that now going to make people scared? Is that now going to lead towards weakness? Is this going to lead towards people taking profits? Is this going to lead towards more shorters moving in? What is this going to lead towards? Because when we are in our comfort zone, okay, let's just think about it like this, guys. Let's think about how human psychology works, okay? Human psychology, you are probably in a routine. Your routine could be wake on up, make your bed, take a shower, brush your teeth, get a cup of coffee, and go to your job. Now, what if you did that same exact routine day after day after day after day? It would feel very comforting, right? Now, what if all of a sudden you wake up one morning and all of a sudden the shower doesn't turn on, some sort of plumbing issue, and you walk downstairs and there's no coffee being made. You have to go out and buy some more. Unfortunately, you used it all the day prior. Your whole entire day, your whole entire schedule is messed on up. It's very discomforting to say, okay, this is not my normal routine. For anyone here who has a dog, I have a dog and he's in the same exact routine every single day. From the time he wakes up, to the times he goes to the bathroom, to the times he eats, to the time he goes to sleep. If you switch something on up in his routine, he's like, what's going on? You know, so you could see there's a whole, that's exactly how he looks. So that we could see that's exactly what we have here. The S&P 500, we have had been in this routine for the last 4 months straight. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Oh, wait a minute. We're starting to have a change in this routine. Change equals fear. Fear is going to be coming from something we do not know. When we go into the unknown, that is what fear is mostly all about. It's going to be the unknown. And when we're changing up our channel setup, when we're changing up support and resistance, that usually leads to profit taking. It usually leads to people taking more gains and saying, let me get out right now because I don't know what the next move is going to be. So cracking underneath the support line here, that is going to be the area where we can fall. Now, it can't just be that simple, though. You know, we definitely could see a drop right at the bell, which is always very nice. But the big thing that is going to happen here today is going to be Jerome Powell is set to speak today. So Jerome Powell, stock market today, stocks, Jerome Powell speech and focus, Jerome Powell. For those who do not know, Jerome Powell is the Speaker of the Federal Reserve. He basically is going to tell the world what the United States is going going to do with their currency? Are we going to be raising rates? Are we not raising rates? Are we printing more money? Are we not printing more money? What are we going to be doing coming on up? Jerome Powell speaks today at the time of 12:10 p.m. Eastern time. So that's going to be in the next 3 hours. In 3 hours from now, Jerome Powell is going to be walking on out and he's going to be stating whatever he wants to state. That is most likely going to lead towards the market going on a very quick and rapid move in one way or another. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be blunt with you. I'm going to be transparent with you. If the S&P 500 gets back above the price of 520, it is back above its channel. Do not fight that. So if you are a trader that's saying, Dek, woo, I'm your number one fan. I'm doing puts. I'm going bears. I'm doing shorts. And I'm going to keep holding the shorts no matter what. And the S&P 500 goes back up to 519, 519.50, 520. And we just keep going higher and higher and higher and higher. Get out of that play. You must have a stop loss. If you do not have a stop loss, you will most likely end up blowing your entire account. You must realize that. You must realize that it is so important and so crucial that you always have stop losses. We always want to be able to predict which way the market's going to go. But if we are wrong, which happens every now and then, you must be willing to get out of a play. Steph Curry is going to put up a ton of three-pointers, right? If he misses a three, guess what he does? He acts like it never happened and he starts shooting again. Some people miss a three-pointer or some people miss a stock trade and they say, man, I'm the worst trade in the world. I stink. I'm going to sit here and dwell about this trade. I'm going to keep holding this trade and holding this trade and holding this trade and losing and losing and losing. And it basically shifts their entire momentum. If you miss a shot, don't worry about it. Get out of that shot, go get the ball again and shoot it again, right? It's all about trying to find that next setup. So the S&P 500, we have a game plan here. The game plan is we have a channel pattern. The channel pattern has cracked. The cracking of the last 4 months is going to lead to uncertainty. Uncertainty is going to bring in fear. If we have fear, that usually leads to panic and selling. And if we have panic and selling, let's try to make money off of that, giving ourselves an edge. At the same time, traders, we want to realize that if this does get back above the price of 520, let's just get out of this play. When is there a great chance that we are going to spike or that we are going to dump? Most likely at 12:10 today. You have 2 times that I would suggest trading. Either number one, you trade right at the bell. That is going to be the first time that you guys can trade if you guys would like to. If you guys are interested in trading, trade right at the bell, right at the start. I'm talking first 10, 15 minutes of the day. Then, if you don't trade within that first 10 to 15 minutes, I would probably wait until 12:10 when Jerome Powell speaks. So traders, there's a lot that's going on other than the S&P 500. I know a lot of you guys at this moment are probably saying, Dek, this is really interesting. We've had this nice channel. We're cracking this channel. We're now getting ready for a possible sell-off. Is there anything else like that? Well, what's been the hottest stock in the stock market? You guys tell me. Well, we have NVDA. NVIDIA, let's turn on our indicators here. So let's go to properties, show our indicators that we have. NVDA has been riding this green line, the 13 EMA. Notice it bounces and bounces and bounces. This is the first time that we are cracking that 13 EMA and holding underneath the 13 EMA. So you can see we did crack it for a second, but then we shot right back above it. We cracked it for a second, then shot right back above it. NVDA right now is clearly underneath that 13 EMA, and the next support line isn't until we fall back on down towards around 830 or so. So we actually do have a lot of room to fall. We actually have a lot of room to drop, and we do have a lot of opportunity to get weaker today over on NVDA. If you're saying, Dek, I want bulls, I want calls, I want NVDA to go on up, you have to get back above the price of 900. Get above the price of 900, and that's when there'll be strength over on NVDA. Dek, what else is there? There's also SMCI. SMCI here, traders, this one has a downtrend and is also under its green line, aka the 13 EMA line, which is going to be our flexible trend line. Anything that's above the flexible trend line, anything above a trend line is bullish. Anything underneath the trend line is considered bearish. So you can see SMCI spike, 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 spike. You see SMCI right here, 13 EMA, 1010. As long as you're underneath 1010, you are considered bearish. Above 1010, you are considered bullish. So we have that. MSTR, same exact thing. MSTR team, this is a play that has a lot of resistance right at that 13 EMA. So you can see no matter what stock we bring up, if that's the S&P 500, 13 EMA here team is at 518.80, right next towards 519, which basically tells us we're starting to move back into a channel. Every play has slightly turned bearish today. Every play has slightly moved over to that bearish side for the first time in 2024. If that's the SPY, if that is NVDA, if that is SMCI, if that is MSTR, all these plays are starting to get a little bit weaker. All these plays are starting to turn here slightly. Now, if you're saying, Dek, they're all going to bounce back on up, well, that could definitely happen today after 12 o'clock. After Jerome Powell speaks, I definitely agree with you. Depending on what he states, we could easily see this whole entire market start bouncing and start getting a lot of opportunity. So please make sure you guys take that into consideration. So, Dek, what are you going to be looking for at the start of the day? Most likely, my favorite play today is going to be SMCI. Dek, why do you like SMCI? Number one is because it's a very volatile play. Volatile, what do I mean by that? It's a play that makes you a lot of money. It's a play that moves fast. It's a play that moves quickly. It's a play that makes a lot of traders a lot of cash, and you can be able to jump in and be able to make a ton of money on this play. This play also does have a lot of volume. There's not a massive spread. MSTR has a massive spread, which is good, but at the same time, if you are not making that much money on it, you're going to take a bigger loss on that play. So I'm going to be focused a little bit more over on SMCI here. I just want to see something real quick. I want to make this a little bit bigger. SMCI, we do have this nice downtrend at this time over on SMCI. Very strong resistance going across the board at 1,000. Everyone take a look here. And I'll show you guys here on a second over on TikTok. But what do we have here? We basically have top resistance going across the board. That's up towards around the price of 1,050. But then we also do have bounce play, top resistance, top resistance, top resistance, bounce play, bounce play, bounce play, top resistance. So the thing is, traders, if you guys take a look here, look at how great this is, how great this, lines on up. So basically what we have on this entire play, top resistance, we have top resistance, bounce, 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 top resistance. I would not be shocked if we spike on up towards around 1,000 today, and then we get rejected. We get rejected at where we bounced off a million times, where we have top resistance at 1,000, and worst case scenario, it does spike up a little bit higher. It looks like it's only going to be going up towards like 1,027, and that would be like worst case scenario. So the thing is, I definitely think, SMCI is a play that could be able to make us a lot of money today, and that is definitely going to be one I'm going to be focusing on. I am definitely looking to be able to trade more at the start of the day rather than trade, when Jerome Powell speaks at 12:10. So just a little heads up, I am looking to be able to trade within the first kind of 10 minutes rather than trade within waiting like 3 hours. But obviously, do what you think is best and do what you are comfortable with. Now, let's talk about some other plays here, team. Some other stocks that are going on at this moment. What do we have here? You guys can see ZXZZT. This is a test stock. It literally says testing stock. So it's not even a real play. Please ignore that. We also have LGVCU. This is not a stock LGVCU. These are units of LGVC. So we can actually see the number one top gainer here today is LGVC. Now, LGVC here, traders, this stock does not have any sort of news that I see, but let me just double check here. LGVC, this play, obviously, we got this very hard spike and rip and run. We had some news last night, so that's why it's not showing up on this morning scanner. But we did have a news last night that says that shareholders approve a previously announced business combination with another company. So basically a partnership. We're approving working with another company. LGVO did go on a nice spike this morning. What I like, LGVC, what I like about LGVC is the activity. The stock went from $10 to $30, $30 to $20. We had a $20 spike up, a $10 drop on down. It doesn't matter if you buy this play. It doesn't matter if you short this play. It doesn't matter what you do. It's an active mover. You made $20 on the upside, $10 on the downside. LGVC only 1 million in float. The reason why I like this play so much is definitely because this is one that could be able to bring in a lot of hype, be able to bring a lot of momentum, and be able to bring in a lot of action. So I definitely want you guys to realize LGVC up 78%. 2 million in float. Let's see if this one can be able to rip and run. Now, there is a better, hotter press release though this morning, as you guys can see. The hotter press release we actually have this morning is KTRA. KTRA had a filing this morning, but it also did have news. And you could see it's a 3-star press release. So why is this a 3-star press release? Well, when we take a look right here, it does have the word agreement. Having the word agreement brings in a lot of hype. Having the word agreement brings in a lot of action. So KTRA 3-star press release is the word agreement. Now, the thing is, it's only 22 cents right now. And that's why KTRA is not popping up on the other scanners, because it's a little bit tinier. So this stock is up 117%. 17% at 22 cents, up 12 cents at this moment. Very small baby play, but this baby play is setting itself up for a potential squeeze right up to $25. I would say this is like an ascending triangle pattern. Would you guys agree with me? Nice little a bull flag pattern. What do you guys see more? Ascending triangle pattern or a bull flag pattern? No, it doesn't really matter. Whichever one you pick, they're both going to be correct in a sense. So we could take a look at KTRA here. Does have this higher low pattern with top resistance right around 25 cents here. So you can see, do you guys think it looks like this? Where we have SPU bull flag, CEI bull flag, NADL bull flag, LEDS bull flag, GBR bull flag, JVA bull flag, LBIO bull flag. So we do have that kind of bull flag setup type of deal right here. I definitely can see that. And then I believe we also do have like this though as well. SCON, top resistance with higher lows, going for that nice squeeze. You guys can see right here, SKLN, top resistance, higher lows, going for that nice squeeze. Kind of like top resistance, higher lows, looking for that nice squeeze. So KTRA does have news behind it, as we can see, does have filings, does have an agreement, 3-star press release. We also do have another press release out there though today, which is going to be ABIO. ABIO, unfortunately, I'm not going to spend too much time on this play. The reason why I'm not going to spend too much time on it is because ABIO is getting weaker and weaker and weaker, and ABIO is a play that, yes, it did have news. We could see it did have a 3-star press release, which is an agreement right here. ABIO 3-star press release, up 71%, $1.23 change, and we do have an agreement that did come out over on this play. So ABIO is very solid, but there is another play that I think has a little bit of better potential here. And where was that? That was right here, LENZ. LENZ, guys, is the only stock that I see today with a 4-star press release. So it's always nice. Obviously, we have our 3-star press releases, our 1-star press releases, right? But it's nice to see a 4-star press release over on LENZ. LENZ, 3-star press release. We have the word positive, which I put in a smiley face, as you guys can see here. And also when we reach endpoints. Endpoints is going to be very important to us. So we can actually see LENZ announces positive top-line data from its phase 3 trials, which have reached primary endpoints. So let's go ahead and take a look over on LENZ here for a second. LENZ, this is an interesting play because this is most likely going to be a play that's going to do nothing, or it's going to be a play that's going to go sky high. We have a new IPO. An IPO stands for initial public offering. You can see on the daily chart here that LENZ has only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days that it has previously traded. That means it came alive on 3-22 last week, or excuse me, last Monday is the first day that LENZ came out and was able to trade. Now, with that being stated, it's gone from $16 to now $25. With LENZ having this very hot press release, there is potential that maybe this thing goes crazy. Some of the biggest spikes I've ever seen in my life have all been from what? The biggest spikes that I've ever seen in my life have all been from newer IPOs that come out with hot news and then things go crazy because they have no past chart history. People think maybe they're extremely undervalued right now and they go on a $100 spike. So I would just say keep your eyes peeled over on LENZ just in case this one can go on some sort of crazy rip, run, spike, climb, something along that region, okay? So make sure you guys are good. KTRA news, ABIO news, VVPR, last one I want to be watching here. VVPR, previous #1 top gainer on the day. So VVPR, guys, this is why we like to always look at previous top gainers and write them down. VVPR yesterday went from $1.60, spiked up to $7.75. Today, it's gone from $5, spiking up still, ultimate target now, $10 plus. So VVPR also had a press release yesterday and had a press release today where it's talking about, getting a stock buyback program up to $5 million. So you see VVPR came out with news right here, does have a stock buyback program up to $5 million. Now, having the stock buyback program, what does that mean? It means the company is going to buy $5 million of their own shares. That gets people excited. What happens when people buy into VVPR? Stock goes up. What happens if the company buys $5 million of its own shares? stocks go up. But then on top of that, people also buy into it because they know the stock's going to go up, which makes it go up even higher. So VVPR was yesterday's number one top gainer, and now today's number one top gainer, as now it's still, again, getting a lot of hype and momentum. So, team, let's just kind of run through this again really quickly for anyone who has any sort of issues whatsoever. What should you be watching at the start of the day? You can be watching LGVC. It's very active. This play has gone $20 up, $10 down. I'm sure you're going to see a $1, $2, $3 move on the up or down right at the start of the day. ABIO, cross it off. You don't need it. We do have, what is that one? LENX, I think it was. 4-star press release. LENZ. LENZ is going to be a 50-50. Maybe it's going to go crazy. Maybe it's going to do nothing, but at least keep your eyes peeled on it. And the number one hottest play at this moment is VVPR. VVPR is the best play at this time, looking for that break and run up to $10 plus. Okay? So VVPR, make sure that you guys are all set and ready to rock and roll on that. Other than that, though, traders, we know that we are going to be focused on SMCI at the start of the day, making sure that thing can't be able to break up through 1,000. What else are we going to be looking at? The S&P 500 at the start of the day, making sure that that can't break up through 519. We're also going to be watching NVDA at the start of the day, making sure that that can't break back above 900. So traders, we are all set, ready to rock and roll and absolutely fired on up here. Traders, I'm going to make you guys a deal. If you guys, again, all smash that thumbs up over on YouTube, I'll go live right now and stay live. If everyone hits that thumbs on up and hits the subscribe button over on YouTube. And if you guys are watching over on TikTok, hit the follow button and double tap this screen right now, showing it some love. If every single person does that right now, I will stay live today. Because just want to give you guys a heads up, I will not be live streaming tomorrow or Friday. So tomorrow and Friday, I will not be live streaming. I'm actually doing my kind of final last little trip out to Utah this weekend. So I'm actually going out there later on tonight, and this is kind of my last little trip, more of a family trip. We've done all these masterminds and stock trading trips and everything along these lines, but I'm just actually treating my family as a little kind of like final. Hey, you know what? Winter's coming to an end. You guys go out there and have some fun, and I just want to go see them and such. So just having a little final family trip, and gonna spend the weekend out there with them and giving them the house to be able to have some fun. So let's go ahead and crush today, do what we can do, and obviously be able to be ready to make this money. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's gonna be coming on up here next. So right now, team, breaking this thing on down. Looking to see where this momentum is going to take us. Market is going to be going live here in the matter of 30 seconds here, traders. 30 seconds, market's going live. I do just want to have like an order all set and ready to go if SMCI spikes back on up towards like 980 plus. So I'm thinking SMCI, right? You know, let's do April 5th, put contracts. 975 would be solid. That's fine. We could be starting off with like 3 contracts most likely. See if this play is going to be able to get any big rip and run. So SMCI, I want to see if it spikes back on up towards like 985, 990 and be able to get an entry up here. That's kind of like my goal, to see if SMCI can be able to get a nice spike on up, get a nice rip and run towards like 990 plus, and then I can go ahead and look for a put contract back on down and see some weakness. I do know the VWAP's going to be holding up as a little bit of resistance, but I just kind of want to see if this thing is going to be able to spike and then keep on going up even higher. So I want to see if SMCI is going to be able to go on any sort of big rip and run towards like 990 plus, get filled on some put contracts, and then look to see if this thing can reverse back on down. I know SMCI does have resistance at 1,000 and 1,010. So again, those are all great resistance lines that I'm looking to see if we can be able to get filled on. Right now, traders, we are getting a little bit of a pop on up here. We got up towards, what, 986 there for a second. Can we be able to spike above that area just a little bit higher? Go on up towards 990 plus is kind of what I'm looking at. We know SMCI is going to start off, pretty hot. S&P 500 also testing that 13 EMA mark. Definitely going to be a tough little area over on the 13 EMA. Watching and focusing over on this play. LGVC. This was one of kind of the more crazy hot plays. VVPR, also watching this one. VVPR, guys, this one's trying to get up to $10. Penny stock play. Penny stock play trying to get up towards $10 plus. I want to see if SMCI can be able to get a little pop back up towards around that $1,000 area. So making sure that we are staying alert, staying ready, and everyone that's joining us today, shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for all the support that you guys show. SMCI, very active play. We're looking for a little pop up towards like $1,000 and then looking for that short, back on down. Probably doing 3 contracts, 3 contracts, 3 contracts. Try to get 9 contracts total is the goal. Most likely I'd be doing like SMCI April 5th, 975 put contracts, 3 contracts at a time on the put side. So this is like the contracts that I'm looking at. If SMCI could be able to break through that 990-ish area, and then we could get a nice little collapse back on down. We do know Jerome Powell is going to be speaking in 2.5 hours from now. So in 2.5 hours, we could see Jerome Powell speak. What is MSTR doing? MSTR still trying to move on up here slightly. What's NVDA doing at this moment? NVDA, a little bit of a pop on up. LGVC keeps coming up on the breakout scanner. Just a little heads up for you guys right there. SMCI, big upper shadow, getting a little bit weaker. I really want to see SMCI try to get above that 990 mark and then get that pullback and that dump. So I know, again, SMCI is going to be a very hot, active play. VVPR, penny stock wise, traders. All traders are focused over here for penny stocks. Penny stock wise, all people are focused on VVPR. If you guys are interested, look for a shorting opportunity on VVPR. When this play gets shorting opportunity, when this play gets up towards around $10. We have not seen a stock get halted, spike up multi-dollars in a little bit, have we? We have not seen a stock go from $5 to $8, get halted. Within a few seconds, go from $8 to $11, get halted. $11 to $15. We haven't had that kind of penny stock excitement recently. And I'm hoping that maybe VVPR can change that. I'm hoping that VVPR can maybe lead towards something a little bit more crazier. Lead towards, VVPR getting that rip and that run, that spike and that climb. I would love to be able to see that. So it's going to be a huge, huge day. Huge, huge opportunity here. Powell speaks at 12:10 p.m. today. So 12:10 p.m. Eastern time is the goal. And that's going to be a very active time in the market for all of us. Right now, SMCI working its way back on up here. I do want to see if SMCI is going to be able to squeeze, push itself on up. ABIO is another stock that did have a press release this morning. I told you guys not really to focus on it too much because it was fading and falling. Most likely, it's going to have trouble right next to this VWAP area. Remember, go back to a 1-minute time frame if you need to. You can see VWAP area, black line. Usually hits it, gets rejected. Quick little break of it, got rejected. Hitting the VWAP right now, getting a little rejection. SMCI trying to build itself on up a little bit. See if that thing can squeeze and break up towards 990 plus. No entries for myself just yet. No entries for myself just yet at this time. Looking for these morning spikes. Looking for this morning spike. And if you guys do see any sort of hot action, hot activity, hot momentum, feel free to, again, throw it on out there. Remember, we are a team. We are a community. We are all working together to grow, working together to be able to find that momentum, working together to be profitable in this market. So again, if you guys see anything that is ripping and running, I think we have everything covered though. From the S&P 500, we know it's not doing too much just yet, to SMCI, which is the most active artificial intelligence play, to NVDA, which is again a very hot play, but SMCI is a little bit more hotter than NVDA. Then on top of that, guys, we also do have VVPR, which is the previous top gainer of yesterday, which is trying to get up towards around $10. We do have again LENC, I believe it was, or LENX, where we are watching this one to see if this play is going to be able to get any sort of that big squeeze. What was that one? I want to make sure that we got this. LEN. Keep forgetting what that one was. So once this kind of loads on up here, we'll get all that information here again. Right now, we're still watching and waiting for that first big move and rip and run. SMCI. KTRA. KTRA, not too much right now. KTRA needs to break through 25 cents. Remember, if KTRA can break through 25 cents, that would be a lot of momentum. Remember, the hottest plays with press releases this morning were KTRA needs to break through 25 cents. ABIO, I think that's just going to keep getting stuck at the VWAP. VVPR, which is my favorite, has room to run up towards $10. And then LENZ is the one that does have the sleeper pick. What I mean by sleeper pick is potentially this one can go crazy. Break $25, $26. Potentially we could go wild there. So I'm just more waiting and watching for these next rips and runs here. See if something big can kind of come off the board here. Something big can start going wild. LENZ, see if that one can be able to squeeze on up. Right now, SMCI traders, we're still waiting for that possible pop on up and then that, a pullback. Pop on up, then that possible pullback. Pop on up, then that possible drop. VTSI waiting and watching here. There's an LGVC, little bit of a move. SMCI traders getting up towards, again, that 981-ish mark. You can see how we do have top resistance, top resistance, top resistance. If this breaks that 980 mark, I do think we're going to rip and run towards right around 1,000. Again, 1,100 is the 13 EMA. 1,100 is the 13 EMA. I would probably start getting some entries in like the high 990s up towards, again, like 1,100 and try to look for puts back on down towards around the VWAP. Basically going about a $30 spike on up and then look for a reversal back on down is my goal. So that's what I want to see here, traders. I want to see if we could be able to get that, good action, that good ripping, and that good running. No forcing by any means right now. We are seeing the bids still trying to move itself on up. Little Sino team while we're waiting. Just want to throw this out here again. As you guys know, I said I am putting together a trading event that every single trader is welcome to come to. No fee. I want every single trader to show up. Let's make this the biggest trading pop-up ever. So traders, just a little heads on up. I am not charging $1 single if you guys want to show up to this. What we're going to do is go to this rooftop bar in New York City, and you guys are more than welcome to come, hang out, talk stocks, get some food, get some drinks, and just be able to enjoy your afternoon. So for anyone who does not know, this is going to be on April 12th, which is not this Friday, next Friday. Next Friday from 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 2:30 in the 5th, the rooftop bar and lounge, and the price is going to be free. Unless they charge you something at the door, I'm just telling every single stock trader, every single investor, every single person that is involved in the markets, come hang out. I'm going to be there from 5 to 7 p.m. So if you guys want to come meet me, if you guys want to connect with other traders, network, whatever it may be, April 12th, 5 to 7, 2:30 in the 5th, rooftop, New York City, and come on through. Let's have a good time. Let's communicate. Let's talk. Let's make friends, and just make it a fun afternoon where, stock traders can all be together, like-minded individuals, and be able to enjoy that time. So that's going to be a blast. Make sure that you guys come on through, and every single person is welcome. So yeah, I'm welcoming everyone, guys. You don't got to pay anything whatsoever. Right now, SMCI guys starting to squeeze on up here a little bit better. AK, let us know. Small caps popping all over. CXAI, VSTI, LGVC, ABIO starting to get a little bit more penny stock action. Absolutely. I'm still getting ready for my possible trades over on SMCI if we can start going high 990 put side. I know, again, so if you're saying, Dek, why are you looking for, these areas? Because I do know that we are going to have $1,000 as strong resistance. I know the 13 EMA at 1,010 is going to be strong resistance. And I do know when Jerome Powell speaks, a lot of times we see big time spikes and then we see plays fall back on down to kind of where they started. So I kind of want this morning action to do what it needs to do. Let this morning action, spike itself on up, and I am looking for puts. And you were saying, Dek, why are you looking for puts again? Because we're underneath 1,000. We're underneath 13 EMA. We could take a look over on the S&P 500. Remember, S&P 500, we're cracking this channel for the first time in 2024. We can take a look over on NVDA. We are underneath the 13 EMA for the first time in 2024. We're underneath everything for the first time in 2024. So we can see how a lot of these plays are starting to reverse. A lot of these plays are starting to show weakness. A lot of these plays are starting to kind of dwindle down a little bit. So right now, SPY right here, still slow and steady. We do have 13 EMA price, which is just a strong resistance line at 518.70. And then we do have the channel pattern right around 520. No entry for myself just yet here. Also, Zach Hopper saying, Deck, here's the feed for Jerome Powell later on today. Thank you so much. So we do have a 2024 Government and Society Forum welcoming the keynote. So this starts at 12 o'clock live in 2 hours. This is hosted at Stanford, my alumni guys. Stanford, let's go Golden Knights, baby. So Stanford, where I went, don't research it. That's where I went. Trust me, that's where I went. This is the link that you guys can go ahead and check on out. And I guess that's not totally true. I did 2 semesters at Stanford. Then I went over to England and I actually attended Oxford for a little bit while I was underneath, again, the mentorship of Professor Johansson. And then again, he was able to teach me his algorithms and all the theories of fabrics of space. Then I came back over and got my law degree. So it was, I don't want to talk about it, guys, right now. Please don't ask too many questions. It just comes back down to the fact that, you know, yes, I'm just smarter than most of you. Not everyone, but most of you. I am. So that's just, I don't want to talk about it right now. I don't want to get into too much detail. Just part of the game. Right now, traders, we are waiting and watching, seeing where this momentum is going to take us. SPY, little weakness. SMCI right now, little weakness. ABIO just popped the VWAP. ABIO trying to pop the VWAP here. How's VVPR? VVPR team getting rejected right at $10. For anyone who does not know, $10 is what we call a natural resistance line. So stocks will always turn, okay? Always. At $1, $5, $10, every $5 increment, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and then 50, we start getting into bigger $25 increments, 50, 75, 100. Then we get into $50 increments, 100, 150, 200, 250. Then again, $250 increments, 250, 500, 750, 1,000. So like for instance, guys, one of the reasons why I'm looking to be able to turn at SMCI here is because as we come up near 1,000, that's going to be very difficult to be able to get above and stay above. So natural resistance is kind of like very strong, bulky whole numbers. $10 fits that frame. So right now, team, we do have SMCI still watching. NVDA trying to hold itself on up a little bit. Remember, NVDA is underneath that 13 EMA here. Does look like to me things are getting a little bit weaker, though, at this moment. Guys, ABIO, little bit of spike on up. So ABIO getting a little spike. Remember, this stock did have a press release this morning. ABIO, what was the news? News this morning had a merger agreement. So you guys can see news, 3-star word, did have a word agreement here. So it does have a press release. ABIO, if that one does start spiking, does have a merger agreement, which is bringing in the hype over there. Little heads on up, SMCI traders, definitely getting weaker at this time. It's going to have a little bit of higher lows right here over on SMCI. SMCI definitely getting weaker a little bit at this moment. And if you're saying to yourself, is there anyone here right now that's saying, hey, Deck, I don't want to trade anything right now. Hey, Deck, I'm not jumping in on anything right now. Hey, Deck, I'm sitting back at this moment. I'm personally just going to wait until Jerome Powell speaks at 12 o'clock. Is there anyone here that is saying, Deck, I am going to just wait until 12 o'clock and then, then pull the trigger? And if you are, that's absolutely fine. I'm hoping we get a little bit more action because I don't want to just sit around for 3 hours. I want to get after it. I want to make this money. So traders, I'm pumped on. I really want to make this money again, especially before I have to head out. My flight tonight is not until 6 o'clock tonight. But at the same time, it's not looking good at this moment. 6 o'clock tonight, taking off on planes, thunderstorms and wind, 100% 20-mile-per-hour wind. Is there any pilots here? What are my odds that this gets delayed or canceled? What are my odds here? 6 o'clock flight, thunderstorm and winds, 100% chance and 20 mile per hour winds. What are the odds that this gets canceled tonight? Give me a percentage. High, very high. Okay, that's not what I want. I might need to change my flight, guys, to something a little earlier. Anyone study aviation in here? So right now we are still just watching and waiting. So right now SMCI here, still waiting on this play. SMCI, still looking at this thing. So traders, SMCI, still watching this play to see if we can get that squeeze and that pop. Now I'm ready on this move. I'm ready on the stock, to get ready for that put contract on the downside. You guys know I'm interested on the downside over on this play. We do have NVDA still falling here. So NVDA getting a little bit weaker. What else do we have? Let's go over to Google, type in, how's Bitcoin doing? Guys, Bitcoin's still getting a little bit weaker. Bitcoin right here, 65,000. So this was all the way up to 72, 73,000. Back on down to 65,000 at this moment. Traders, something that I talked about last night, actually. Talked a bit about this last night for a little bit, is that I'm actually going to probably start doing something coming up in the near future. And what I'm going to start doing is something that I have never done before. And what that is I understand times change. Times change, money opportunities change. Something that you may have done 10 years ago may not be as profitable as you're doing right now. So we have to adapt, we have to change, we have to go with it. So what am I looking for here, team? When I first started stock trading, penny stocks was how to get rich in a very quick fashion. Penny stocks, and knowing that all these penny stocks were going to get pumped up by social media and then they get dumped all the way back on down. What I'm kind of seeing now a lot is that it's almost the same exact thing as back in 2015, where penny stocks get pumped and dumped all the way back on down, to almost like in these crypto plays. Now, even if you are a crypto guy, you will agree with me that 99.9% of cryptos are absolute garbage. Do you agree with me on that? The answer is yes. These meme stocks that people create out of thin air get pumped up huge, and then guess what they do? They come dumping all the way back on down. I am going to start experimenting and start trying to actually go with shorting against cryptocurrency. For anyone that wants to say, Dek, how have you been able to make your money? How have you been able to make the majority of your cash in the markets? For anyone who does not know, the majority of my money in the markets has been made by betting against companies that are going to fail. So I will see this, for instance, VVPR. VVPR goes from the price of $2 to $10. And I say at $10, we're going to start going on down. And I bet money that a stock is going to drop. Now, why I'm successful at this is because when these penny stocks, we know the labor of statistics, okay, is going to state that over 90% of new companies fail. Whenever we see a stock spike up 300% in the matter of a day, these plays usually always come crashing back on down. Probably 9 out of 10 penny stocks are going to come crashing back on down day after day, day after day, day after day. But now it seems like there's actually a little bit more hype, a little bit more attention, a little bit more sparkle in the crypto world, where maybe I could just say to myself, hey, all these meme stocks that come out of thin air, none of them are going to hold. What if I could short these cryptos back on down? So that is going to be something I'm going to start experimenting with, which is going to be not buying, team. Everyone does that, which is why everyone loses. Oh, let me buy VVPR at the price of $10. Oh, let me buy Doge at the price of 70 cents. Oh, let me buy Bitcoin at $70,000 because you have FOMO. Do you know what I like doing? I like waiting for the answer to be given me. I don't know what cryptocurrency is going to spike next. I don't know what stock out of 9,000 is going to be the next number one top gainer. But once the answer is given to you, and it's, okay, this is the number one top gainer. Okay, this is the crypto that everyone's talking about. We could probably assume that within the next probably couple weeks, it's going to come crashing all the way back on down. So it's going to be more of swing trading, shorting cryptos that are just meme plays that are going to come crashing back on down. That is what I'm going to do most likely. That's what I kind of my next big strategy I'm going to work on. I think every crypto person will agree with me that all meme plays are absolute garbage and they're not real and they're not, a real thing that is ever going to catch on. They're just, scams that people are trying to make money off of. So why don't we bet against it? Because we do know that they're going to come crashing on down. Now, I'm not saying heavily leverage your entire position and blow up your account. I'm saying be smart, have a stop loss, follow your game plan. But if we know that 99% of meme plays are going to come crashing right back on down, why don't we make money off that? You're telling me we have basically a 1% chance we're going to find the perfect meme play that's going to go on a spike, or we have a 99% chance waiting for it to go on the spike, then we just short it, and then we know it's going to come back on down here pretty soon. Is there going to be the occasional crazy ripper and runner? Yes, we have a stop loss, we get out, big whip-de-doo, who cares? But if I know that all these plays are absolutely fugazi, fairy dust, why not again go against them? So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing next here, is going to actually be looking to short cryptocurrency. You have to use like different exchanges. Kraken and KuCoin are like the exchanges that allow you to short cryptocurrency. So Kraken, KuCoin, those are different exchanges that can allow you to short cryptocurrencies. So right now, team, we are still watching these, still waiting. SMCI. SMCI still, again, kind of just sitting sideways at this moment over on SMCI. We do have a little head and shoulders pattern, though. Slight little head and shoulders pattern over on SMCI at this moment. Guys, what I mean by that is here's a shoulder, here's a head, here's a shoulder. So slight little head and shoulders pattern. Watching this over on this play. Crack of that trend line, I might jump in a little bit. So what do we have here? We have left shoulder, head, right shoulder, sell-off. Okay? Take a look right here. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, watching to see if we get a sell-off. So that's what I'm looking for right here over on SMCI. See if SMCI is going to start fading, start falling, and start dropping. Do some put contracts. If we start cracking that purple line, we could fade all the way down towards like 970. Could go all the way on down towards like 965. We will see. But SMCI right here, I'm not in on anything just at this moment. But if this play again starts cracking and we can't, stay on up, we should be able to see a nice little sell-off and a nice little fade. S&P 500. Trying to stay alive as well right now. It is above its VWAP. What's NVDA doing at this time? NVDA at this time. NVDA getting a little bit of a pullback. SMCI right now trying to hold up its gains. Guys, little heads on up. We are seeing a little bit of a crack at this time. Little crack at this moment over on SMCI. So SMCI, we are starting to get a little bit of a fade. I'm going to jump in on my first little 3 contracts here. Let me actually grab my position box. And let's see if we can actually fade back on down. Dek, what's going to be your stop loss? Back above the price of 980. If we ever get back above the price of 980, I will just get out and say, not worth it for me. So if this play, again, gets back above the price of 980, I'm just going to cut my loss and say, not worth it to me. Just going to move on. Get out of that play. Not going to jump in on that one if it's not holding, not doing what I want. So I want to give these plays a chance. You guys know I'm always willing to give plays chances, because if you don't give a play a chance, there's never going to be opportunity for you to actually make money. So I'm going to just do 3 contracts, stay a little bit smaller here, see if this play is going to be able to fade, fall, get that drop. If it starts popping back above the VWAP, I'm going to get out. It's not going to be worth it. Got to be willing to give a play a chance, but I'm not going to, again, force and hold and hope. So, Dek, what was the idea? Idea was head and shoulders pattern. Shoulder, head, shoulder, looking for the sell-off. We have bounce, bounce, bounce. Had a little red candle right underneath. Guys, starting to bounce back on up. Selling my position right here because I don't want to be caught up in this one if this one holds on up. And you know what? That's where, again, you just get out. You accept your loss and you say, nope, not worth it for me. So, take a small loss right there. Get out of that play. Not worth it for me if it's not going to, again, do what I want. So traders, the thing is in stock trading, you got to be able to test the waters. Now, obviously, you don't got to go as big as I'm going, right? Please be aware, I'm trading with a $100,000 account. If I, again, take a $1,000 loss, that's 1% of my account. So if I'm losing 1% of my account when I trade, that's awesome. That's great. People will say, oh, you lost $1,000. Yeah, that would be awful if I only had $2,000 in my account, not when I have a 6-figure account. So remember, you got to make sure that you are understanding and being able to say to yourself, okay, what is really worth it for me to jump in and hold, and how long should I be holding for? Yep, right now it needs to stay underneath that 980-ish mark. We still got to be able to get that crack and start fading. Right now, again, you can see what my idea was on that play. But we all know we always got to be able to have those nice quick stop losses. If we don't have a nice quick stop loss, it's not even worth being involved in. So we are just kind of staying alert, staying ready over on these plays. See if we can be able to get any sort of fading and falling and dropping. And if we can start cracking back on down towards like 975, I will jump back in on this play. So if we can, crack on down over on SMCI down towards like 975 and actually show us that we are starting to crack, I will again definitely be interested in jumping back in. And we actually are starting to get to that area where we are getting a little bit of this weakness and start cracking here, team. I'm getting ready to see if we can possibly pull the trigger over on this play. Guys, we are starting to get a little crack. I am going to give this one a chance. So I am back in on this play as we are getting a crack. I might have just been a little early before because, this is, the dump that I'm looking for now. So I want to see, can we get that sell-off? Can we get that dump? Can we get some weakness here? So I want to see, dump on down towards sub 970, get myself into the green, go from there. Maybe the head and shoulders pattern, we were just a little bit early before. Head and shoulders pattern, we might have just been, 2 minutes early before the actual sell-off. But I'm hoping we could see a big red candle all the way on down towards a new low of the day. Crack on down into the 960s, crack on down towards 965, try to be able to make like $1,000 plus would be the goal. So goal right here, team, would be like try to, get up towards, like $1,000 plus if we can crack into the 960s. So right now I am backing on this play because we do have shoulder, head, shoulder. Now we're looking for that. Oh, baby, let's go. 968, $610. Guys, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Awesome work right here. Let's see if this thing can keep on going a little bit lower. Guys, $660 right there at 585, 967. Guys, nice little sell-off right there, baby. Currently up $700, $885. $885. Can we keep going lower? Guys, $1,000 taking my gains right there. Boom! Boom! Ba ba ba! Ba ba ba! Ba ba! Hey! The guys, $1,000 profit. Everyone enjoy your day. Everyone enjoy your gains. Everyone enjoy whatever you guys want to enjoy on the day. Just made back $1,000 and just made $1,000. So basically a $2,000 trade right there for anyone that just jumped in on that with me. But I hope everyone enjoys your $1,000 profit. Enjoy your money. Enjoy your day. And everyone have a good one. So, great job, everyone. Awesome work. Awesome job all around. And you guys will be all set, ready to go on that one. Woohoo! All right. Nice. Nice. Guys, just bringing a little excitement, bringing a little enthusiasm. So nice job right there. And what I love about this sometimes, guys, what I enjoy about this sometimes is that the predictability, right? $1,000 profit on the day, great, awesome, right? Whatever. The thing is that gets me excited is SMCI when I see the predictability. That's what gets me more excited here. So you're saying, Dek, why are you jumping up and down like this right now? Thing is, it's so awesome how anyone can predict this, how anyone can be able to do this, how anyone can say to themselves, hey, I can be able to become a full-time stock trader. Traders, what did I tell you? I literally mapped this out absolutely perfect for you guys. I told every single person here, hey guys, get ready for the left shoulder right here. Get ready for the head right here, get ready for the right shoulder right here, and get ready for the sell-off. We take a look over on this, and I'll draw this out exactly how it should be. So what do we have? We have our left shoulder right here. We have our right shoulder, or our head right here. So let me actually start fresh here. We have our left shoulder right here. We have our head right here. We have our right shoulder. And once we get rid of our higher lows, higher low, higher low, higher low, this is where we want to enter. So I entered slightly early on my first trade because I was looking for that idea. Then I said, you know what? Let me give it another chance. And that's where we got that big kaboom. So we did have the left shoulder, head, right shoulder, sell-off. Now you might be saying to yourself, Dek, but the stock's coming all the way back up right now. It doesn't affect me in any way. I'm playing the channel setup. I'm playing the head and shoulder setup. I take profits when I have it. So the thing is, I don't care if the stock goes all the way up to $1,000 now. I saw the head and shoulders pattern. I saw that we had higher lows. I jumped in for the head and shoulders pattern, and that's where we had a massive sell-off. Guys, do you think I have any effect on a billion-dollar company? No. So how is this working? How am I able to do this every single day? It's because of psychology. I, as one person, has zero effect on what SMCI is going to do. But you know what? Every other trader is seeing these head and shoulder patterns as well. It's not just me. It's also you. And it's also Freddie and Shannon and Georgie and Marco and Anthony and Steven and all these other traders saying, hey, head and shoulders pattern. So if I do a put and they sell positions and they sell position, everyone's on the same page. That's why you have to understand, if you know the patterns, you will know what's going to happen next in the market. So you have to be able to study these patterns so you can be able to come out on top and be successful. So that is big. Also, 10 o'clock just hit. So that's maybe why we're also spiking back on up. Do we have any sort of news at 10 o'clock? Let's go here. Economic calendar. Let's go. Economic calendar here, trader. Scroll on down. Wednesday the 3rd, 10 o'clock, ISM services just came on out. So 10 o'clock, ISM services just came on out. That's why we just got a little bit of a pop right there. A little heads up for you guys. So we are staying alert, staying ready. So that just popped on up right there at this time, $1,000. If you guys need to see my P&L, no worries. So I lost $1,000 to begin my day, just made $2,000 though back. So pretty solid, pretty awesome, and being able to get everything all good for us. Make it away every time that I stay. Da, 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 da. And danke shame, oh, danke shame. And feelings for all the joy and pain. Now I recall Central Park and Foul. Right now, team, awesome job, awesome work here. Let's see where we are going to be heading next. Now, traders, the big thing is, as you guys know, I wanted to get my trading in within that first like 30 minutes. The next time, I'm just being honest with you, the next time that we are going to be able to trade is going to be probably after 12 o'clock when Jerome Powell speaks. So Jerome Powell is going to be speaking, and that is when we want to see if SMCI is going to be able to squeeze itself on up. Okay, can SMCI squeeze itself on up? Can SMCI go on this rip? Can SMCI go on this run? So I want to see like what's going to be happening next over on this play. If anyone has any questions, comments, or concerns on anything that I just did, please let me know. I am more than happy to help you guys on out. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know. I'm more than happy to help you guys on out with anything that you guys need. Obviously here for you. NVDA, new high of the day. Still trying to spike itself on up. Yep, guys, and as we talked about, I want to meet every single one of you guys. I do. I would love to. So if you guys can get out to New York next Friday. I really don't know what to expect next Friday, guys. Next Friday, it could literally be 10 people show up, and if 10 people are there, hey, fantastic. I can't wait to talk to you. I can't wait to say hi to you. I can't wait to be able to, with the other 9 people, everyone link up and have a good time. Or if all of a sudden 100 people, 200 people, 300 people show up. So I have no idea. I'm making this a 100% free event, which I'm also going to say, guys, this is kind of the one thing that I will say, that I've noticed, okay? As a, as someone who puts these events together sometimes, for some reason or another, and I think I know why, is that when you say, hey, I'm making, these tickets $2,000, people purchase them and they now make it a super high priority. It's like, okay, hey, this is going to be huge. It's worth $2,000. Now I'm definitely purchasing whatever. But when I make it free, right? I say, okay, hey, it's free. Some people are like, I don't know if I want to go anymore. It doesn't seem like it's as valuable. Guys, the thing is, I don't want to charge $2 million for a ticket to come hang out. That's not what I do. I know that's what most people do, but that's not what I want to do. I literally try to make things free for you so you guys do not have to spend money. I would rather run a community that I don't charge, that I don't have to, again, have any sort of payment, where I have, events set up and rooftops in New York City. And we have, again, Wall Street and trading and all this stuff where we don't need to charge anything. And I don't need to, again, charge this or charge. I would love for that. I want that. And I try to put together these events so I don't need to charge any single dollar whatsoever. And the video library completely free. And the courses in the video library free. We want to try to give you everything free as we possibly can. But please do not mistake that just because we make things free does not mean, again, they're not valuable. I try to make things free because I try to think back to when I first started and when I didn't have money. When I first started, I didn't have money and everyone was asking for $5,000 for me to teach them how to trade and this and that, and I didn't have $5,000. It was, man, I wish someone could just help me. I wish someone could just give me some answers. I wish someone could just be able to be there for me, to be able to say, hey, you know what? Can you actually teach me the right way to trade? Right? And that's the person that I want to be. So, when I set up these events right here, I try to make them free and use the money out of my own pocket so that you guys can be inspired and you guys can be able to come and connect on this. But I don't know, maybe I have it all wrong. Maybe I have it wrong, guys. Maybe, again, I should start charging for everything and make people think that every single thing is over the top valuable, which it is, but I just don't want to charge for it. Right? So, I want to be able to give back as much as I can to you guys in every single way. So right now, NVDA still watching here. Watching to see where this thing is going towards next. Dek, over on TikTok, someone asked, how do you spot the pattern? It does just come down to practice. It comes down to practice and also understanding what are the patterns. If you don't know what you're looking for, it's going to be very difficult to find. Hey, I have no idea what I'm looking for. How do I find patterns? You got to be able to know what's support, what's resistance, bull flag, bear flag, ascending triangle pattern, descending triangle pattern, U-shaped breakout patterns, channel patterns. These are all things that I want you guys to be aware of. Now, I will say, coming on up next month, we are actually going to be having it's going to be my final boot camp that I ever do. Coming on up next month, just a little heads up. And the reason why it's my final boot camp that I ever do is because we are going to teach everything. And we also have 10 other traders that are going to teach their strategy. So it's going to just give everyone a heads up on basically the final boot camp that I'm ever going to do. It's going to be 30 days long. Hold on 1 second. Let me get this all set here. Boom. So for anyone who does not know, and I'll give some more details coming on up. The final boot camp that we're ever going to do here is going to be 30 days long with 10 full-time live traders that I all know have success in the market. They are all going to teach for 3 days. Teach their strategy, teach everything they know, and then after that 3 days, you're going to get a new teacher. And they're going to teach everything that they know for 3 days. And after that, you're going to get another new teacher. And you're going to learn 10 different strategies from 10 different traders that trade full time and see what works for them. And you'll be able to take notes. You'll be able to get all 10 different traders, 10 different everything, 10 different strategies, and find what works best for you. That's what I'm excited about. That's what I'm looking forward to. So, this is going to be, I don't think we could be able to top it. So that's why I'm saying, this is going to be the last boot camp we're ever going to do, because I don't think it's going to be possible to even top it in any sort of way, where we have a 30-day boot camp where I got 10 different full-time live traders that I know that are all successful to teach you how to stock trade. So I don't think, again, that it can get any better than that. Right now, NVDA here. Still watching this one. SPY here. SPY still focused over on this play. So that one's getting a little bit weaker. ABIO, VVPR. VVPR, that one again starting to fade back on down. Came up to $10 resistance. Starting to get a little bit weaker here. $10 resistance. Starting to get a little bit weaker. Let's just go through our top gainers together. See if there's anything there for us that we really need. Okay, we have ABIO. Anything we need out of this play. ABIO still has potential to squeeze and push itself on up. Top resistance, fade on down. Top resistance, fade on down. Top resistance, looking for that breakout. What about VVPR? VVPR, as we said, no, this one is now on a big downtrend. Shorters have it. ASXC, not really anything here. LIFW, not really too much here. CXAI, not really too much I'm seeing at this moment. QH, nope. So penny stock wise, the only one that you guys need penny stock wise is going to be ABIO at this time to see if ABIO can break the high of the day and squeeze up to $5 plus. We know SMCI, we were the ones that were able to nail this all the way down towards the low of the day. The only predictable drop today so far, we were able to profit off of. Then on top of the S&P 500, S&P 500 got a little bit of a pop on up at 10 o'clock. This one's going to be, again, sitting at 520. Now, what's so big about this, as I want every single trader to be aware, is that we do have our top resistance right here on this channel setup. Top resistance on the channel setup, bounce, trying to get this little breakout team. What is the next big time? If you have not traded yet today, I'm going to tell you right now, and I don't want to be rude. I don't mean to be mean. I don't mean to not have you guys make money. But if you did not make money with me earlier, right now, do not trade until 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock, Jerome Powell is going to walk out on a stage, and he is going to be saying something. I have no idea what he's going to say, but he will most likely influence the market in one way or another. If you have not traded yet, don't force a trade right now. Wait until there's a trading opportunity, then pull the trigger. So 12 o'clock, 12:10 when Jerome Powell speaks, that's going to be the next main opportunity. That's going to be the next time that you guys are going to be able to jump in, make your money, and get after it. Okay? So that's what I want you guys to be able to do. Wait until 12 o'clock and then go from there. All right, you guys can also see it right here. Let's go economic calendar here. Economic calendar, and you guys can see 12 o'clock Jerome Powell speaks. But I honestly don't think it's worth it for you guys to jump in right now when we don't have Jerome Powell speaking yet. 12 p.m. New York's Fed John Williams moderate. 12:10 Fed Chairman Jerome Powell speaks. He's going to say something that's going to make the SPY dump or crash. And the big thing is, team, I know, and you guys know, I am looking for puts. But if Jerome Powell speaks, guys, and this market starts going up, we're back inside the channel. We are back inside the channel if we get above and hold above 520. Do not be holding puts if we start spiking above 520. Only do puts underneath the channel and underneath the 13 EMA, which is at 518.90. Okay? So make sure that you guys are understanding that. Make sure that you guys are all set, ready to go, and diving right on in. Does anyone over on TradeCaster have any questions, comments, or concerns? Little heads on up for you guys if you guys do not know as well. I am live every single day over on TradeCaster.com. Myself, crushing it, Kush, crushing it, policing pips, futures trading, active, AK-47, J trades, yeah buddy, prop trading, Mo trades. All these live streamers are trading their stocks right here. Live streaming their stock trading, their investments, so you guys can learn from absolutely everybody. It's not just me on TradeCaster, it's everyone. Not only that, you get access to our 200-hour video library. So make sure you guys check this on out, teaching you everything you need to know. Hit the description in my YouTube, hit the description in my TikTok, and make sure you guys sign up to a free 7-day pass to come on over here to TradeCaster.com. So right now, traders, we will see what's going to be coming on up here in the future. Clans, I don't have SMCI in my broker. Everyone should have SMCI in their broker right here. SMCI, it is a stock that's traded on the NASDAQ. It's a $1 billion company. If you do not have SMCI in your broker, I would definitely use a different broker. SMCI is starting to squeeze its way on up towards around 1,000 right now. So SMCI trying to get some nice movement. GRWG here. GRWG. This play trying to get a little bit of a squeeze, trying to move itself on up here slightly. SPY, room to run up to 521. I saw Zach Hopper this morning saying that the SPY was most likely going to pump up towards 520. And now again, waiting for Jerome Powell to see what's going to be coming up here next. So that is going to be huge and absolutely great. Also, little side note, team. I know over the past probably, I don't know, 3 months, I want to say. Past 3 months, you know, there has been times that I have been out of the stream. The times that those have been was in January when we did our first mastermind out in Utah. Then I was out for 2 days in March where we had Utah. And then I was just out 2 days, or I wasn't actually even out. I brought my stuff down to Miami with me. But I was down in Miami, which was just a little bit different. So I don't know. I've only missed 4 days, and I wasn't even missing 4 days. I was actually out in Utah with the mastermind, but I do know I have to leave today, and I just kind of feel bad about leaving today because I do have a family event that we're doing, but it's just me. You guys know, if anyone has been here over on TradeCaster or with me on Dekmar trades for how long, I probably miss a total of, I don't even know, maybe 3 days an entire year. So the thing is, this was the first time we ever had the mastermind, you know, out in Utah. And I just feel bad, you know, being out of the chat room because you guys are here supporting me, showing again how much you guys want to learn. And I just always want to give you guys not what you want to know, but to exceed that expectation. I don't want to reach your expectations. I want to exceed your expectations in absolutely everything I do. How do you think I show up fired up every single day? How do you guys think I show up every single day? How do you guys think I show up and be able to live stream for like 6 hours every single day? You guys motivate me. You guys fire me up. The fact that you guys are watching me right now, what an incredible blessing. So I want to be gassed up every single day and not only again just be here, but be able to teach you guys, be able to show you guys what I'm all about, being able to make this money here. So I always just feel bad when I do need to wrap things on up and, you know, head on out and go somewhere because I never want to be that kind of social media guy. I know there's so many people that say, oh, sign up to this, and then they're never there. And it's like, what the heck? What am I even paying for? So I always want to make sure that I'm here as often as possible. But I do want everyone to know this is the last time all the way until I want to say like July that I have anything planned. So I will be in chat every single day, 5 days a week for the next at least 5 months. Just a heads up for everyone. I just always, you know, kind of feel bad whenever I have to miss a day or so because you guys are, you know, always so supportive. And I know some people say, no, Deco, you don't have to sit in front of a screen for 6 hours a day. I do. Okay, I do. I made that commitment to you guys. So right now, hey Deck, how do you have your position box so you can move it around? On Lightspeed, you can just go to new and then you just have position box. You know, Lightspeed doesn't have like, it has a web platform, but it doesn't, if you have the downloadable platform, all the boxes are just separate. So on Lightspeed, all the boxes are separate and you just can move everything around the way you want it to. So just a little heads up for you guys here. Yep, everything I do trading-wise, I trade live in front of you. I see that there's no value in, you know, when people just join a chat room and they just have a chat. There's no value in that. I want to live stream and show you my trades, show you my entries, show you my exits, explain my thought process, explain what I'm seeing, explain what we're doing here. Right, that's what I want to be doing. I want to be able to explain it all. Also, last night I did post a video. If you guys have not watched it yet, make sure you guys go check it out over lunch hours. I posted this video, Swing Trading 101, Fundamentals, Indicators, and Strategies. So if you are someone that cannot day trade every single day and are interested in swing trading, which means you guys are interested in trading maybe once a week and holding it for a certain amount of days, make sure you guys go check out this lesson. I just posted this going over everything you need to know about swing trading and how swing trading works. So if you guys have not checked that on out yet, everyone go smash that thumbs on up and you guys will be all set. Deck, do you live stream every day on YouTube? Nope, I live stream every day over on TRADECASTER.com. YouTube, I have been doing the pre-market sessions. So pre-market, yes, but my live trading is only on TradeCaster for TradeCaster members. S&P 500 here, team. All set, all good. All right, guys, I really think the next time you should trade is going to be at 12 o'clock here. 12 o'clock. next trade. Does everyone agree with me? Is there anyone in disagreement with me on that? You know, either do a penny stock short on like ABIO or wait until Jerome Powell speaks. You have two options right now. Number one, you jump in right now and it's going to be a 50-50. Maybe the market moves, maybe it doesn't, maybe it gets choppy, maybe it doesn't here, right? I don't know. Or the other option is you wait for literally the guy who moves the markets the hardest to talk in the next hour and a half. And in 1 hour and 40 minutes, Jerome Powell is going to be taking the stage and he's going to be saying something where now everyone's going to be more confident to pull the trigger. What do you guys think is the better time? Jump in right now and say, hey, maybe something will happen. Woo! Hopefully. Or we just wait for something to happen and then we go ahead and pull the trigger and then we start getting after it. So I think that's just a much smarter move. I think that's just a much smarter opportunity for things, you know, and you guys right there to be able to, you know, get after it there. Thomas, Dek, you're the best. That's why I'm never leaving TradeCaster. I love you, man. Thomas, I love you too. I want to let you know, I get a little excited every time I see you in the chat room. I got butterflies in my stomach just reading your username. Dek, you sound like you're in love with me. I am. I'm falling in love with you. Right now here, team. DOGZ, ABIO. ABIO, looking to see if that one could still squeeze and get a little bit of a pop on up here. VVPR, no. ASXC, EDBL. SPY. Yep, market's still slow and steady right now. It's just if you want to do puts, you can't do puts right now. You can't do puts while the SPY is above in the channel. It's just not worth it. Do not do puts if the SPY is inside of its channel. Do not do puts if the SPY is inside of that channel here. Dek, where can we watch Powell live? He'll be live over on YouTube. So he will be live over on YouTube and you will be all set, ready to go. Dek, can you check SBFM? SBFM, let's see what we have here. SBFM, 13 EMA, 200-day moving average trying to, or 13 EMA, 50-day moving average trying to squeeze. And we're going to see if this thing can be able to pop itself back on up and get a little bit more of ripping and running on that squeeze pattern. So yeah, that's getting a little bit of a squeeze right there over on SBFM. Traders, for myself at this moment, I'm pretty happy with my $1,000. I'm not going to be pulling the trigger on anything else at this time because I'm happy with my $1,000 gain. Also, as I stated, I think I'm going to change my flight out to Utah. It was supposed to be at 6 o'clock today, but there's going to be 30-mile-per-hour wind and thunderstorms. I'm going to try to actually move it to something a little bit closer here and try to get out to New York City and fly out before, you know, some massive rain comes on out here. So I do just want to ask right now, does anyone have any final questions, comments, or concerns? Anything that you guys need? I'm happy with my $1,000 profit. I'm going to take that. I'm going to change my flight, go a little bit earlier if I can. And, you know, I will be back then on Monday for streaming. All of the live streamers will be live on TradeCaster. So remember, guys, you always have access to all the live streamers over on TradeCaster, which is amazing when, you know, someone has to step out like this. And then other than that, if you guys need anything at all, please let me know. Next Friday, we will be out in New York City. I hope to see every single person there. And then, of course, you know, we have, you know, no more trips, no more nothing. So it's all 5 days a week. Bang, 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 bang. Let's get ready to keep crushing it day in and day out. Nope, I will not be live tomorrow morning. I will not be live. Schwitzy shorted VVPR at 9:45. Oh, I love that. You know, seeing VVPR all the way back on down here, getting weaker, starting to get that nice little fade and start dropping even lower here. Clans, is it free to register? For you again, first 7 days. 7 days, 100% free. And then after a 7-day pass, there is a monthly payment. But if you are not 100% satisfied, you do not need to pay the monthly payment. And you can cancel your trial then if you are not 100% satisfied. The beautiful thing is that nearly no one ever does cancel during the free 7-day pass because the value that we bring to you. Again, we want to not have you, it comes on out to about $4 a day to have access to TradeCaster. My goal is to be able to make you hundreds of dollars a day. My goal is to be able to teach you everything I know that is going to lead towards you making thousands for you to become a full-time stock trader. That's my goal. So I want to make sure that we exceed that. Hey, as always, traders, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say thank you so much for all the traders who have joined us on this huge day, on this, nice, solid, quick $1,000 profit day. Team, I love you. I'm going to head on out to the airport a little early, see if I can actually change my flight so I don't get delayed a crazy amount. And I just want to say thank you so much for this team, for this community, for what you guys do every single day. I love it. We are not slowing down in any way. We are picking on up. We do have next month coming on up. I'll give you all dates. It's still very rough at this moment, but we do have coming on up here the world's largest boot camp, my final boot camp I am ever putting together. 30 days long, 10 full-time stock traders, 3 days with each stock trader, learning new strategies, learning new sessions, learning everything. And this is the final boot camp we are ever doing here over on TradeCaster.com, coming on up in the next month because we're just not ever going to be able to beat it. This is going to be the best of the best, 10 of the most profitable stock traders I know, teaching you everything they know. More dates, more details coming on up with that in the future. But guys, get prepared, get set, let's get ready to do it. You guys already know the drill here, traders. Help me wrap this thing on up, and I will see you guys on Money Monday. Traders, thank you so much. I love you, and I'll see you guys then. You guys know the drill. Watch Jerome Powell in the next hour, okay? Jerome Powell going live in an hour and a half. Enjoy it, and I'll see you guys then. You guys know it. Enjoy the free traders over on TradeCaster.com. In 3, 2, 1. Ah-hoo! I love you, team, and I'll see you guys again Money Monday. Get after it. Enjoy it. Take them home, baby. You guys know it. $879. Let's say $879. Here's the break. Let's get the $395. Hold it. We're doing our thing all the way back on down. Let's take our money as we again take this profit. We got 4 contracts left, and again we made $991. Let's go. Everything we did there was absolutely perfect. Does anyone have any questions on that? Is anyone confused on anything we did on that? Now I'm starting to put together a little bit of a game plan, and I'm starting to understand what I really want out of this stuff. $2,000 in profit for myself. We got the nice red candle. We're looking for the momentum to be able to take it on down with $399.74, baby. Here we go, baby. Oh! Well, now we're up $365. Let's just again take a little bit of gains right here. Boom, baby. Nice job right there on that trade. Up currently right now $760. Notice we had this little lower shadow. Now we're starting to bounce our way back on up. The first order getting filled. Currently filled right here. Jack, why was this falling at this area? Like, what did you see here? So let me actually break this on down. And let's
pull you in close. It's a sweet and sour high when you promise not to try. You're the promise that